Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. You're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Madden. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it in for 20.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here crazy right now after getting that interception.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Madden. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced 1 interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, making some plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. The lone back's got it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just worked the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The offense changing the play. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown Seminoles! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. The RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those 2 guys able to link up.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Madden. A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Turning it on! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Madden. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Oh, he got loose. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they're
got some room in it at the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
change now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got room at the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Galladay. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air, it's Madden. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Thanks to grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Big fella moving. Touchdown Bulldogs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try to get outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida State offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Look out, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Swings into the open. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Snares it outside. It's Taylor. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant. Direct snap. Running into the open space. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Madden. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his man. It's Galladay. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Madden. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going. nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Madden. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Gonna look downfield again. Complete to the left. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, looking for a man. Extending the play. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Fires Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Here comes the heat. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fires it incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half, but D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.